to the YouTube channel, We Ride for a Cure on YouTube. We Ride for a Cure on YouTube. Okay. So the second book that you're going to have, I like to tell people to draw a little image of themselves. And if you're able to get like an area of your body that has different organs, you know, your heart, your lungs, your kidney, your liver, et cetera, your colon, etc. You want to write those things down. And you're going to target an area. So let's do this as an example. I'm going to use the colon. So I draw an image of myself and I put the area, the colon, which I know this is reversed. So this is my right side, so it's reversed on here. So this is my left side. So on your left side, your colon is right here. You got the intestinal tract, right? Your stomach, and everything comes out in this area right here. All right? Now, right here is your colon, then it goes into the rectorial area. So this is where everything comes out. This is the number 2 department. Okay? So as everything is being digested, it's being acidized in one spot, your stomach, and then once it's being acidized, then everything gets absorbed by way of your bloodstream. You understand? The rest of the garbage comes out here. And if you have too much garbage or you don't give your body enough time to get rid of the old garbage, that old garbage, it fermentates and it ends up rotting and spoiling in your stomach, which creates gas. And that's why you be end up having that gassy sensation. You be belching and you have gas, and you may need to get some gas-o pills to get that gas out the way, or you may need to drink some ginger ale. So as the colon is getting ready to get rid of this stuff, right? You have the rest of the stuff sitting in your not colon, your stomach and your I can't think of it right now. Please forgive me. Your intestinal tract, intestines. So all this stuff is sitting up here. It's pushing the stuff out. Everything that needs to come out of your system. And this is also aided and assisted by what is called your lymphatic system. And that gets all of the bacteria and all of the traces of things that could turn into illness. For example, let's say this one is working real good. You go to the washroom and you're doing real good, right? Now, the other part of that is through your urine. And so that needs to get cleaned of all of the bacteria that could affect your bloodstream. Y'all understand? So eating green foods and fresh vegetables or fruits, water foods will help the lymphatic system flush your body out a lot faster. Do you understand? Okay. If you get that thumbs up, thank you for the likes. I got 1,000 likes already. I appreciate that. So as the lymphatic system is cleaning out all of those uric acid issues that come out through your underarms and other places, including your skin becomes brighter, cleaner, because your blood is going through the areas of the body that it's supposed to go through, and it's going through the body very, very cleanly. That's why the more water and more hydration you get, you're less to be like Ashy Larry. Do you all get that? You're more likely to not have the dry lip syndrome, black folks. You know what I'm talking about, okay? Also, a clean lymphatic system helps women with something that I see women doing a whole lot of. Do you know what that is? Fake eyelashes. Because your eyelashes are not hydrated. Your hair is a byproduct of your blood. Guess what else you're having a problem with? Men, up here. Because you're not getting enough blood flow in those areas. Guess why? Because you have a lot of bacteria that is clogging the pores, disallowing the blood to flow in order to create the follicles. I'm learning this. Listen, this right here is beginning to grow back. Though you see a little, I still got a little receding hairline. It was worse than this. But when I got to learn more about the blood, I started noticing that when I go get my hair cut, this is showing up a lot more. So I bear witness that it does work. There's things you can do for it as well. But when your lymphatic system is clean, it allows the process of elimination to go faster. And this is just simplicity. I don't want to get too complex with it. Now, in order for that to be positive, you must keep notes. Hey, I'm doing this. I'm working on this. I'm taking this. I'm noticing this. And you're keeping it on a list. Do you all understand that? So this is why you keep notes. Now, I've already talked about the first notepad with all your vitals, right? In that same book, you're going to write down the issues with your vitals so that you have a study manual so that you can improve the process of you, quote unquote, and I'm using this for lack of a better word, remedying the problem. It's not just going to someplace or going to somebody and getting stuff. It's you sitting down and actually learning about what's going on with your body. Do you understand? So you want to learn about your situation. I learned about why I had colon cancer. And so I try my best, because I don't get it right all the time, to work on improving how to fix that problem. And once I learned from studying that the colon and the intestinal tract repairs itself less than a week, I was ticked off. How did this happen? They first recognized that I had a polyp. And a polyp is nothing more than a pimple of the colon. Do you understand? A polyp is no more than a pimple of the colon. That if you have a pimple here, what do you do with pimples? You bust them. Unfortunately, some of them look nastier than others. But what is a pimple consistent of? Dirt. This gets trapped in the pores and it becomes a what? A big bump. That's exactly what a polyp is. It's another name for a pimple of the colon. Except I'm saying it's another word for a pimple, except it's in the colon. Do you all understand that? And so what happens when the polyp busts? This is one of the issues that rectorial bleeding comes from. And so we're trying to prevent that by what? Cleaning the colon. You understand that? So my issue was I was going to the washroom and I had a little bleedy issue because this stuff was scraping onto that polyp and the polyp was what? Bleeding. And this is what I had this issue. My only problem was it turned into a tumor. And so learning about this, it will allow you to start taking the proper steps to remedying the problem or fixing the situation. Most of our issues dealing with that, we eat too much meat, too much greasy foods. We're eating too much sugary stuff. And we are not allowing our bodies to take a break from digestion. So you have stuff left over in the colon that gets baggage, rubbaged, and it starts to fermentate, which creates the mold and spores and all the nasty ookie stuff that's causing you to have these conditions. And so the body has to find a way to get rid of it because you're not doing a good job. And it heats up the body in that area to such a temperature to where the stuff comes out liquidy and you have what is called diarrhea. Because the body had to find a way to get this stuff out of your system. So it becomes a furnace and it liquefies and gets all that crap out of you. So you may not like it, but your body is trying to tell you, if you don't do it, we will. You understand that? So detoxing every 3 months and fasting at least once a week, 4 times a month, will help eradicate some of the issues that you may be experiencing. Fasting helps with complications of colon cancer. Fasting also helps with complications of diabetes. There is a way that you can regulate your diabetes, and people say that fasting is a little bit dangerous. It's absolutely incorrect. There's nothing wrong with fasting if you do it correctly. Do you understand why I say you need to get a guide? Some people, they may fast for a couple of days. I've done as far as 3 days fasting, hardcore, dry fasting, no food, no water. That doesn't mean you have to do that. You can do a day fast, giving your body a complete break from everything, and then 6 hours, 12 hours, and then after the 12 hours, eat something light, and now you're training your body. If you would like to learn more about that, I'll make a video on that, breaking that whole system down. You have to wean yourself off of certain things the same way you have to wean yourself into certain things, and this will help you get things together with your body. If you look at how my face look now, I actually look younger than I did 10 years ago, because I learned that your body every 7 years recreates everything in it. Your objective is to give the body what it needs on the inside, because your insides are actually 4 years younger than you. And the more you apply these techniques, the younger and more vitalic you'll look. There are people who are in their 60s and 70s, 50s. In fact, I have a little something I want you all to take a look at. I would like for you all to go back and take a look at Minister Louis Farrakhan back in 1996 when they did the Million Man March. I would also like for you to go and look at him in 1983. The reason why I say 1983, 1984 is because when Minister Louis Farrakhan was propagating, I say that respectfully, when he was teaching, he was in his 50s. When he did the Million Man March, he was in his 60s. Look at Minister Louis Farrakhan when he was in his 70s. Look at how he's looking. Look at how he was looking. He was looking much better than many people today. The man is 91, if I'm not mistaken, and he's still moving around. Now you can see his age, but the way he looks like he's in this what an average 70-year-old would look like. And mind you, when this man was in his 60s, he was still bench pressing 300 pounds, squatting 400 something. Okay? So this is the process of eating proper foods to keep you alive. But they also practice eating once every other day. And sometimes I know people that eat once every 3 days. And there's people that eat once a day. Hey, Trouble, peace. Thanks for tuning in. So all these techniques, they actually work. But this is something that you don't jump into. Learning how to correct my habits and the way that I ate, it took time. I'm at 180 pounds. It took years for me to get back to that original weight, but I had to get my body toned and shaped, and people are seeing the changes, but it didn't come easy. And this is where people fail at. I'm just talking, I hope you all are getting it. People listen and they love the information, but they don't love putting in the discipline. You don't learn just by listening. You learn by practice. So again, have a notepad. Have a notepad. Write down your vitals. Then you're going to get a second notepad You're going to write down the things that you need to improve. Each book has its own lesson plans, but you keep them. Like I got this. Okay? And I got tons of stuff that I've written here. I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but the last notepad will be your calendar and your book of goals. Though that book is the absolute most important book. Thank you for following me, Carols. I appreciate you. Thank you. So once you get that last book in order, now you start writing down things like what we are going to eat on that day. You're going to get a list of the calories. If you're going to do a salad, the salad that you're eating may be for losing weight. So you're going to find the foods that help you lose the weight. Do you understand? Then you're going to create a daily eating program. Your foods that you consume, I will suggest start by doing 3 times a day, having a meal, a set of fruits, a set of vegetables, and if you do meat, have a limited amount of meat, 3 vegetables and fruits over the meat. So if you, like, for example, I will use a hamburger. If you like a hamburger, you need 3 different vegetables per meat. You got it? And if you're eating a steak, I don't eat steak, I don't eat beef, but you should have some type of salad, green beans, or some type of vegetable that is easy to digest, or juice, beet juice, papaya juice, apple juice, something to break down the meat. Okay? And there's a way you're supposed to clean your meat. However, I don't want to get too complex, but for every time you eat a meat, you should have 3 different vegetables with that meat. Do you understand? All right. In other traditions, before you eat, you got water, you got tea. You'll have a small appetizer. Most of the appetizers are vegetable because your body is now coating itself, so when the meat goes in there, it's able to easily digest it and it's easy for it to come out of your body. Do you understand? But you're learning about how to do this properly as you go, not just jumping into it. All right. I'm a salad person. I love salads. I'm a taco guy. I do my vegetarian. And sometimes I might do my chicken. I got my vegetarian meat. I go down, I get down, do my thing. Shout out to my cousin. He makes my vegan meals. Sacred Foods out here at Harvey. My cousin, he's the man. So I have my arrangements. Some of you all have an issue thinking that trying into this lifestyle, it's overly expensive. You're going to lose all your money. No. If you jump into anything without looking at everything before you do it, then yes, you're going to take losses. Being a vegetarian, living a more holistic lifestyle, being more cautious about what you eat is not expensive. It's an investment. You're going to go to the store. You are going by list of the foods that you need to keep you strong and healthy. You're not getting food because you're hungry for it. Don't get me wrong, we're all human, but you're eating smarter. In all honesty, the most you'll spend on a monthly basis will be $400. But that $400 will not be you eating $400 worth of stuff. No, you got stuff that you're eating and you're prepping the foods 3 days ahead. Do you understand? You're buying sauces and seasonings and kits and stuff. So as you are transferring from one lifestyle to the next, you're actually learning how to prepare everything. Do you understand? So this isn't just you're going to go get some Impossible burger meat, which I wouldn't suggest. You wouldn't go and get vegetarian hot dogs just because they're there. No, you're getting stuff because you're going to start eating differently. You're not eating a whole pizza. You're eating a little bit because you're training your body not to overindulge. You're training your body to eat in portions in the right way. You're training your body to eat the right food so that your cells can absorb the nutrients by way of your blood flow and proper digestion to where you are not having the munchies and you're eating and eating and eating. You're eating the foods that are not making you depressed. You're eating the foods that is helping your mood improve. You're eating the foods that keep your mind focused. You're not eating foods that have mucus contaminants, meaning the foods that can create mucus in your body. And so now you're aggravated and you're not on your square, quote unquote. You're eating foods that after you eat it, you get the energy that you need, the balance that you need. So no, you're not going to be killing your pockets. You're actually investing. And more so, you will begin to learn how to make more nutritious meals because you are learning about what your body needs by observation, by keeping your notes. And this is how I survived cancer, even at its worst point. Now, before I finish, I'm going to say I made a lot of mistakes in my journey. That's why I created this page so that people can actually sit and have conversations. And I would like to do more live conversations, probably more so on the YouTube page. But I would like to do small videos, as I've done on my YouTube page, dedicated to people who have questions. Then I can make a nice, constructive video, give it a decent explanation on what to do. And one of the problems that I have when it comes to detoxing, I see a lot of videos where you got the one person and they actually see the video, then they put their video that they watched, and they're looking here and getting the facial looks and all that. Like, yeah, ooh, I didn't know that. Well, I don't understand why y'all do that. I really don't. But if that's what floats your boat, cool beans. I like to make videos that get straight to the point. I like to get the videos such as why you don't need chemotherapy and radiation, which I'm going to do a whole video, and I'm still trying to get everything together. However, I did 2 videos and they got taken off. So that's a very touchy subject. I was on a show called The Chopping Block from the original OGs, and I'm still waiting to find out why that video hasn't come on, but I kind of got an idea why, because I went very hardcore on certain things, and unfortunately, I don't think they're going to put that video on. I really hate that I didn't get a chance to see that video, because I really poured my heart in that video. And I really didn't, no disrespect to Mr. Rick, I actually didn't want to do it. I actually didn't want to do it because I had a funny feeling that was going to happen. But a lot of my friends are saying, listen, the stuff that you're doing, you need people to see it. I created a formula that helps people with cancer conditions. The purpose of me doing it was because my father died of esophageal cancer. And I watched him go from 230 pounds to 140 pounds. 6'2", and I watched him literally shrivel up. But I remember I gave my father some supplements that I learned about, and it came from Dr. Sebi, actually. This is 2002. And I remember giving my father this stuff, and within 1 week, he gained 10 pounds. So it showed, what I learned from that was, my father's situation wasn't the cancer. My father's situation was, he was lacking the nutrients. His body was dehydrated. And the regular food that most of us eat was the reason why the cancer cells were dominant. And then he took, I think it was chemo and radiation. I remember seeing him put the stuff in there. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know nothing about it, but I do know about the end result. You don't need chemotherapy. Listen to what I'm saying to you all. You don't need chemotherapy. What you need is to completely detoxify the body by cleaning your blood, getting the parasites that's in your body out of there, so that the body within 14 days can start regenerating itself. So as these new cancer cells are forming, they are dying off because they are producing a lower spark when the new cell that it produces comes into being. Did you understand that? So the only way that you can do that is stop denying your body the nutrients that it needs so that it can stay afloat. One of those things is magnesium. Look up the benefits of magnesium. Do you understand? Thumbs up if you all understand that. So when the body is hydrated of the 92 plus minerals, including magnesium, potassium, and iron, that means that your body's natural magnetic pole is back in balance. It means that the blood, the red blood cells, have been fed the oxygen that it needs to give the body, that the part of the body that is lacking, the oxygen so that it can the white blood cells have enough nutrients in it to go bow, 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 bow. Okay, that's the problem. Think about it like this. Think about it like this. Think about you're a parent, right? And your child is saying somebody's bullying me, and they come home, they got a black eye. What happened to you? Or your brother or your sister come home with a black eye, or their clothes ripped up. What happened to you? And they say, that person did this to me. What you gonna do? What? Idiot, what? This is what this is your white blood cells. Your white blood cells is like that big brother, big sister, mama and daddy. They ain't scared to pull out these. Be like, who did this? You know where they at? Let's go. And your white blood cells are literally saying, we about to go fight. Oh, it's going down. It's going down. Meanwhile, your white blood cells are saying, okay, I'm going to give you everything you need so that we can go ahead and handle this business. And then when the white blood cells is confronted with that issue, guess what the white blood cells is going to do? It's going downs. That's him? Step aside. Bow, 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 bow. Suplex. Pow. Body slam. Pow. DDT. Pow. That's what your white blood cells do. And that's why. And let's say they going and going and going and going and going, but they start getting weak. Remember Popeye the Sailor? What did Popeye the Sailor get to keep his strength up after Bluto was beating him up? Think about the cancer cell like Bluto, and those blood cells, the cancer cells is like Bluto. And the red and white blood cells are like Popeye. And you just gave him the nutrients it needs, equivalent to the spinach. What did the spinach do for Popeye? Right? Bow, 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 bow. I'm about to get busy. So this is what I'm showing people in the simplest form. So you have to, and what color is spinach? Green. Green foods. High alkaline. Now everybody can't do it, but you all understand what I'm saying. This is why you have to start giving your body what it needs. Cancer is not a death sentence. Cancer is where your body is telling you there's something wrong in this particular area, and we only have a certain amount of time to fix it, but we can fix it. How do we fix it? Giving the body what it needs so that it can continue on what it was made to do. Y'all got that? So I created something after learning from my father's experience, from seeing my father unfortunately pass away. And I realized when I gave him several different things for him to take, and his body took it, accepted it, he got stronger. His voice went from sounding weak to almost sound like his regular self, and he gained 10 pounds doing this. Why? Because the body was suffering from dehydration. That is why you're getting cancer. Your body's dehydrated. That's why you keep notes. Did I make that as easy? It was that easy to understand? I hope that was easy to understand. I hope y'all got that. All right. So all I want you all to do, if you like what I just did, if you like what I just explained, please note, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medicinal practitioner. What made me famous was in 2019, I did a video talking about my cancer story at a place called cultureconnections360.com here in Chicago. And I talked about soursop because a lady was buying soursop. And I explained to her what soursop did for me. Multivitamins are good. Don't overdo them because you need, a matter of fact, read what's in the multivitamins and then start making a book and studying those vitamins, because most of us just need to go get a blood check and they'll tell you what you're missing, that the multivitamins are giving you. Some of the stuff you don't need in a multivitamin. That's why some of you all may have experienced like those little goosebumps, because you got too much of something that your body already had, didn't need it. All right. So I talked about my story. That story got over 8 million views from 3,000 shares and close to 200 other people that used that video as a reference. People asked who I was because they started listening to what I was doing and how to apply the regimen, and they was getting it wrong. They started adding stuff, and I was like, no, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. And from there, created a fan base. I did a video saying, hey, this is the voice that you all are listening to. Peace, 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 Chris. What you mean? Hey, rephrase that question. We ain't gonna be disrespectful, but I love me some women. So what you look for in a guy? No, what I look for in a girl. Intelligence once. So after that video reached, they replayed it. They replayed it on Facebook. That video got over 100,000 views within a week. And then a doctor called me out and said that I'm selling snake oil. So I personally messaged that doctor and told him, if you think I'm selling snake oil, here's my number. Call me directly. I did another video. He came back on. I said, give me one of your patients and give me 4 months with them. And if what I do for them does not work, you can say whatever you want to say. One of his patients called me from St. Louis. I took her on. Her situation was at, her cancer numbers was at a 43.5. She's panicking. She's worried. Once I explained to her what she was doing wrong, what she was eating that was causing this problem, because she had cancer. She had cancer before. She had cancer in the uterus. She took chemotherapy. They said that it was no more problems. Less than 3 years later, it came back. She's panicking. Her numbers are going up. Once I got her on a regimen, I gave her some of my power water. I gave her my supplements. I gave her a regimen to do. Her situation, I said 4 months. In 4 months, we're looking to see improvement. It was improved in less than a month. Her numbers went from 43.5 to 11.5. The next person I had to deal with, he's still hanging out, is my friend of mine's father. I got him on a regimen. He had prostate issues. He wanted to do chemo. He wanted to do chemo. I told him, sir, my best advice is to only do it 2 times. If you don't see any improvement after 2 times, that's not the problem. He started taking my supplements. Within 5 months, his numbers went so low that it was a record, according to his doctor. Then he started slipping up. The numbers started going back up again. I got him back down. His numbers went down even lower. Now, what did these two people have in common? Listen to what I'm saying, because I'm about to end it shortly. Male cancer issues and female cancer issues are absolutely the same in different parts of the body. Colon cancer is the equivalent for a man that breast cancer is for a woman, because they are all stress-related issues. Did you all hear me? And they all start historically on the left side. Did you understand? That is your emotional area. Do you understand? Cancer of the uterus is equivalent to prostate cancer for a man, because they all have something in common. You ready? High concentrations of starchy foods. Did you all hear that? This is why I created this channel, so that people can listen, get this information, and start doing a research. This is what my elder taught me. In order to understand the problem, you have to read what the problem is consistent of. The solution is in the problem. You all get that? Every organ has its own time to heal itself. And the more that you observe the problem, studying the issue that comes up with that problem, you'll find your answer. This is what I teach when I counsel. When people set a consultation for the package, my packages are $155 plus shipping and handling if you need the products, the powders, the water, the consultation. The consultation by itself is $45. It's for 1 hour. I set you up on a time schedule. We put everything on the line. Before you do a consultation, I ask for several things about you so that I can create your folder. Most of the folders that I deal with everybody is really easy. It's the application that's the hardest, because it's up to you to make the application. 21 days detox first before you go any further into the program. You got to go through the first 21 days, because we need to do a diagnostic check of the body, which can only be done by a detox. You don't want a person to tell you that you got the C, the big C. And in all honesty, you don't have the big C. You have symptoms of the big C. Do you understand what I just said? So the more that you observe the situation, then you are able to repair the situation before you do anything extremely harsh. Look at yourself like a car. Your car may not be moving like it's supposed to. It may be because you just need to change the spark plug. But instead of doing a diagnostic check, you spend $1,200 on something that only cost you $50. Do you understand? So if somebody is telling you to do chemotherapy, why not clean your body out first? Because that's what the chemo is supposed to do. It's just a harsher version of it. So instead of spending $800 to $1,000 to $3,000 per all these sessions for several weeks, for 2 months, 3 months, why not just clean your body out first and then go get checked out? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. So instead of going through all these harsh treatments, why not clean that kitchen, clean out that refrigerator, and start feeding yourself the proper things first? Fast. Go on a liquid diet. Eat some doggone apples, grapes, seeded. Get you some mangoes. Do a detox. Papaya seeds, clean out. Come on now. And I still do it. Yes, I still. Just Kim, I appreciate you reminding me about that. But here's the thing: ever since I talked about that, I've had 3 interviews and they took them offline. I've had 3 videos and they took them offline because I talked about that regimen. So I don't talk about that regimen heavily anymore. I break it down in sections. I don't do the whole combination because unfortunately it caused problems. All right. Yeah. See, that's crazy because I took B7. Absolutely. So we can't talk about a lot of this stuff online because of procedures. So why not teach people the importance of doing observation study? And that's why, excuse me, that's why I created this group. Because I want people, my primary objective, hear me out. When I created this page, my primary objective was to create a group of no less than 100 people that we can get together every week and have conversations on how to improve everybody's health. This came about when COVID hit. And I talked about some things that work within 72 hours to 6.5 to 7 days. And people started to follow. Unfortunately, not everybody that I did this for paid attention. I've never had COVID. Never had it. But I've helped over 200 plus people get it out their system. I just had a new client that husband swore by it. And the doctors are trying to figure out what to do. Let me see here. Andy, let me read this. Can you do a just in case cleanse? Yes. Simple. I'm gonna give everybody 5 minutes. I'm gonna give it a few minutes. He just asked, can I do a just in case cleanse? If anybody want to learn this, I want to give you guys 2 quote unquote just in case cleanse. Hey, I like that. The just in case cleanse. I'm gonna make a video and dedicate it to you, okay? The just in case cleanse. All right. Y'all want to hear that? Give me a thumbs up. Let me see if I can get 5 people to give me a thumbs up, and I'm gonna give you all this just in case technique. Okay. I'm gonna give y'all this just in case cleanse technique. I want y'all to pay attention to this. Go and get a pen. Go get a piece of paper. I want you all to take heed to this just in case cleanse. Thank you, Andy, bro. I want to make sure that everybody gets this. This is the easiest detox that you can do. I'm gonna give you 3 of them. I'm gonna give you 3 of them. All right. Number 1, get you some pineapples and beet juice. Pineapples and beet juice. Okay. You're going to combine these juices together. Okay. You take those 2. You're going to get some fresh, not like fresh, get you some cloves, some ground cloves. Okay. It looks like brown cinnamon. It looks like an off brown cinnamon. And you're going to take a 1/4 teaspoon and you're going to put it in a gallon. In a gallon. Okay. Now, after you apply this, to give it more boost, if you're able to do it, aloe vera water or coconut water, and blend it. Got it? Now, The objective is to drink this 3 to 4 to 5 times a day. But you do not eat any solids other than watermelon, mangoes, papayas, only melons and apples. Only melons and apples. The objective of this is to get parasites out of your body by flushing out your system. And for the men, this is just for the men only. For the men, thank you, Just Kim, but gratitude. This is for the men. The same thing that I just said, aloe vera, just get some aloe vera water and just mix it up where you got a gallon. Doesn't matter how much. I'll explain why. Men, once you make this combination, listen to me very carefully. Okay, women, do not do this part. Men, I want you to do this for 2 days only. If you can do 3 days, you win it. This is just the first one. Men, I want you to get the following. I want you to get a little cayenne pepper. Put it in the mix. This is going to heat up your system. It's going to heat up your blood. It's going to also activate your blood. And I want you to take a little sea salt. And I want you to add some sea salt in there. Why am I telling you to do this? As you drink this, you are not eating anything solid other than water foods. You are going to get a pot and put some water in it. This is just for the men, please. This is just for the men. You're going to get you some Epsom salt. You're going to take 2 teaspoons of Epsom salt in the water that you're boiling. Make sure it dissolves. The very first thing you do in the morning, hear me out. You are going to drink 2 cups of this once it cools down. You can take the water that you just made just to cool it off the flavor because it's going to be bitter. The first thing you do, the very first 4 hours when you get up, men, is drink 2 cups of that for at least 2 days. I will ask personally to do it for 3 days. You're not eating anything but melons. Men, if you're having an ED issue, you are welcome. Your blood flow is now going into the areas that the bacteria has been clogging those areas up, and you will thank me. That is my gift to you. Women, let's go back to you all. For women, pineapples are good for weight loss. Pineapples ends up cleaning out the intestinal tract. It also helps remove parasites. Just Kim, you said, can you please repeat the recipe for that juice again? Okay, hold on, y'all. All right, checking my time here. For the juice. All right, here we go. Pineapple juice. Men, if you all got that message, you all got what I told y'all, give me a thumbs up. I want to make sure the men got that. I repeat, I want to make sure the men got that. Okay. Pineapple juice, beet juice, cloves, a 1/4 teaspoon of cloves powder. Put it in your mix. Aloe vera or coconut water. Blend everything together till you got a gallon. Your objective is to drink 3 to 5 glasses of that at least 2 days. I would say a maximum of 3 days. The only thing that you eat are all melons, watermelons, maybe pineapples, papayas, kiwi, all water foods. Got it? This is going to clean out your intestinal tract and give your colon something that's easy to remove out of your body. And it is going to remove the parasites. The reason why you want to eat only melons is because you need to keep your stomach coated, so it makes it easier for the parasites to come out of your body because they're going to be coming out. Okay? You're going to do this for 3 days maximum, at least 2 days. All right? That's the easiest thing that you can do if you want to do something immediately. Got it? Now, I'm going to give you all, again, for the men, if you decide to do this, I am going to ask you to do this first thing in the morning as you begin this regimen. You're going to get you some Epsom salt. You're going to get a pot, enough water in the pot to make 2 cups. You're going to get some Epsom salt. You're going to dissolve it in the pot of the water as it is boiling. And then let it cool off, and you're going to add that combination in there. And you're going to drink 2 cups of this first thing in the morning. You will be going to the washroom because the stuff that's going to come out of you, you're going to be like, oh my God. But what's happening is, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot one last thing. Oh, I did, the Epsom salt. The Epsom salt. Okay? Now, also, for the gallon, add a little sea salt, just a little sea salt, and a little cayenne pepper. This is for the men because that's going to help with your testosterone. It's going to help get that blood to flow in areas that have been clogged. And you know what I'm talking about. So if you do this for approximately 3 days at maximum, and you get up in the morning and you do the water with the Epsom salt and that combination of the juice, brother, let me tell you this. You're welcome. You're welcome. Got it? I hope y'all got that. All right. So, again, I want everybody to please start subscribing to the YouTube channel, We Ride for a Cure. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, We Ride for a Cure. Okay? And you all can go there. Please remember. So juice first, then the cayenne pepper. You put the cayenne pepper after you make the juice. Indy, you put the cayenne pepper in after you make the juice. Got it? And you add the sea salt in there as well. Okay? Again, inbox me if you all have any questions. Let me know if you need instructions. I hope this was I hope this information got in there. Hope you all enjoyed this. I got some videos that I need to finish up. All right. Oh, let me give you all something else. Ladies, I talked about the importance of your blood flow. If you all wear those lashes, if you want your eyelashes to get thicker and grow longer, like my eyelashes, I have ladies that get mad because my eyelashes are thicker than. Here's a little game for you all. Anybody that wants to learn how to grow your eyelashes, check this out. Somebody just said castor oil. Absolutely correct. You can also get some shea butter or some coconut oil and some botana oil and make a combination, put it in a jar, right? And then put a little bit on in your eyelashes. Your eyelashes are to help protect your eyes from dust particles that are in the air. They actually protect your eyes, okay? Put that on there, and that will help you. A lot of the dust that you sit up here and you don't realize is in your face, your eyelashes will get it. So clean your eyelashes and add that. The YouTube channel, you'll see We Ride for a Cure. You're going to see a picture of a cancer ribbon with a motorcycle bars. Make sure you are writing it right. We ride FOR a cure. It's up because I'm on the page now on my YouTube page, so it's up. All right. If you go there now, you're gonna see me talking. All right. Okay, so if anybody else has any questions while I'm online, don't hesitate to ask while I'm online because I'm about to get off. It's 4:41. I got 2 hours to eat something, and I need to get my food on. All right, I got a lovely set of tacos that I'm ready to make, and chickpeas are the best. All right. Okay, so I guess we got everything together. I appreciate everybody watching. I appreciate everybody coming on in and fellowshipping with me. Again, if you all have any questions of content that you all would like for me to come up and make, I personally, Carol, it really doesn't matter. If you got a juicer, go for it. 32 ounces is more than enough. But make enough to where you can put it into a gallon container. What causes weight loss in the face? Let me see here. What causes weight loss in the face is what you're putting into your stomach. Can we have the baking soda and molasses recipe? I tell you what. I will give you that information if you direct message me, because it's a proper way of doing it. If you inbox me, I'll send you that directly, okay? All right, so do you add water? Yes. You add the coconut water and aloe vera water and some spring water. Okay. Carol, what is the baking soda and molasses for? Oxidation. It's for oxidation. All right. You add the cocoa water and aloe vera or one or the other. Aloe vera is good for the healing, and the coconut water is good for coating the stomach. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I got somebody that's sending me a message online. Hold on. I'm on three networks here, okay? I'm on my laptop too. Okay, so Ronald, the council, they're asking about the consultation. The consultation is $45. Okay. I need you to find out what your blood type is first, because I like to give a complete readout when most of the issues are based upon your blood type and what you don't know about your blood type. So I go into teaching people about the blood type first. So I need to know your blood type first. Okay. Secondly, if you decide to go further into the regimen, the cost, depending on where you're at, the cost for everything, the basic setup is $155 plus shipping and handling. Then you have the $225, which basically you get 2 months of the product, and you get 3 consultations. You already got me as, aid and assisting you. So we're gonna be talking, but for the consultation, I had to contact some of my holistic doctor friends, because there's some things that I may not know that they know, so I can keep it in your notes. When you hire me, I make a whole entire folder for you. So as you're going through the process, I'm going through all your notes because people mess up. So I got to constantly remind them, do this anymore. We're moving away from this. Okay. So $155, you get the power water, the ammo pack, and the consultation. It's a 1-month supply. $225 plus the shipping and handling. You get 2 months of everything. Food program, food regimen. You got consultations. You get 3 consultations time period. Mostly 4 because you're going to be calling me anyway. So I'll be sending you stuff. All right. So you pretty much got me on your schedule. So when you get this stuff, you have to do the 21 days first. That's $155. So at least you got to start. Because let's say they're saying that you got something, right? And you actually don't have it. You have the symptoms. You don't need all this stuff. My program it goes like this. If you do the max, it's 4 months. After 4 months, you really don't need me anymore. You pretty much know what you need to do. We just be talking to each other on a regular basis, catching up on stuff, etc. Unless you want to get the supplements, boom, you really don't need it because you already know what to do. That's what I teach. Got it? So if you're interested in it, inbox me here. I will send you my number directly so that you can set up an appointment. All right? So you have your options. You can do the simple consultation, which is $45. It's 1 hour. Okay? 1 hour. Or you can do the complete package to start off for the month. It's $155 plus shipping and handling. If you're in Chicago, it's just $155. Got it? All right. So if you all got that, wow. Gratitude on the likes, y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you. So if you all are interested in the services, I just gave you all the information, what it costs. Now, here's one thing that I'm going to tell you guys. You don't want a $100,000 medical bill. Okay? You do not want a $100,000 medical bill. You don't want a $10,000 bill on something that you was in the hospital for 3 days. You don't want to have to go through some things that a simple cleansing of the colon could prevent. I can guarantee you that I have the most inexpensive health program to date. I have a product that replaces chemotherapy and radiation with results that you will see it within a month, because it's not you buying something from me. It's you investing in lessons to learn about you and what you need to do and improve yourself. So it's not just me pushing you, it's you pushing you to do better. Got it? All right, I am officially off this line. I got to get back to work. I appreciate you all watching. Said no, I was at 14,000, 15,000. Hey, look, 5,000. Hey, I'm at peace. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. I just hope you all more importantly, if you learned something from this. And please remember, after the 31st of this month, I will no longer be doing videos as long as this on this page. I'll start no more than 10 minutes, and then we'll be going to the YouTube channel. So please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We ride for a cure. We ride for a cure. I repeat, we ride for a cure on YouTube. All right. I appreciate you all watching me. I appreciate the love. Please take the time, look over these videos, go to the YouTube page, look at the videos. I go into simple things that you all can learn from. But please do your due diligence. All right. I appreciate it. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for tuning in. Again, inbox me for any questions. If you're interested in the services, inbox me. I do not give out my number on this line, on this page, because unfortunately, they're very, very strict when it comes to numbers and things of that nature. All right. I appreciate y'all again. I got to go to work. It's time to make donuts. I command you to be great. I command you to be prosperous. I command you to be greater today than you were yesterday. And as the great Philip Bailey says, it's all about love. And that's as high as I'm going to go because I ain't going to strip my throat trying to get them high notes. Y'all be safe. Stay warm. Stay warm. Indy, bruh, Detroit, stand up. I appreciate you all watching. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for the new followers. There's over 400 videos on my page. You all can listen to some of the stuff that I talk about step by step, including the sanitary mix for the house. Always clean your house every 7 days. Don't forget to clean your ceilings because your ceilings have a lot of bacteria that you all don't know sits up there, especially if you smoke. Okay? Don't forget, every 3 days, your diet should be like this. Heavy day, medium day, light day, fast. Then reverse it. Light day, medium day, heavy day, fast. The more you apply that, you'll start training your stomach to not consume so much. You'll notice that you're losing the waste, not the weight, the waste. Anytime you eat meat, you should have 3 different vegetables. You should have at least 2 days where you don't have any meat in your body, just fruits and vegetables, so that your body can clean itself out. And the more you do this, the more nutrition your body will receive, so you don't have that hunger issue. The more you eliminate the sugars and you start eating the right sugary foods, the less you have those cravings, which means that you're killing more parasites out of your body. All right. I got more videos to share with you all. Hope you all enjoyed this. I've been on for an hour. It's time for me to get back to work. I command you to be great. I command you to be prosperous. I command you to be greater today than you were yesterday. And the book is in print. The Regiment, the book of 36720 quotes to wake you up, and my cancer story, F You, I'm Not Dying. That's the biggest one. And in that book, you get that book, you also get part of the Regiment. Regiment is a book by itself, but the cancer story, I talk about the Regiment and how it helped me and how it can help you. And in that book, it's over 400 pages. We're trying to condense it down because there's a lot of pages in that book. It's not just the story, it's the lesson manuals. In that book, I also talk about the smoothie combinations, how you're supposed to eat, the power teams if somebody got cancer, how you learning the importance of your blood type, and what my elders, including the late great Dr. Sebi, taught me, and my elder Chris Williams taught me. You learn that in that book. When it comes out, I hope that a whole bunch of people get it, and I hope I hear a lot of stories that are about changing, healing, and getting over something that it took me 8 years to go through. Learned about me. All right, I'm off this line. Y'all be peaceful. I command you to be great. I command you to be prosperous. I command you to be greater today than you were yesterday. Thank you. Indy, bruh, gratitude. Y'all be safe. Peace.